Without fear of being wrong, this is one of the greatest fears of people who reach their 60s, 70s, or 80s. Dementia. Forgetting things, people, moments that marked our history. Forgetting our children, our grandchildren, those we love. Forgetting even who we are. Imagining this is anguishing. But for millions of people around the world, this is already a cruel reality. And the numbers are frightening. According to the World Health Organization, more than 55 million people are living with dementia worldwide today, and every year about 10 million new cases arise. Alzheimer's disease, the most common form of dementia, is already considered a silent epidemic. And the worst part? Often the early signs are ignored, treated as just a part of aging, and by the time we realize it, the disease has advanced too far. But here's the good news. Although dementia is a devastating condition, there are ways to slow it down, prevent it, and even reverse its effects. And that's exactly what this lesson is about. Unfortunately, you will rarely hear common doctors talking about this, and it's unlikely you'll see this knowledge being broadcasted on television or radio. But the truth is that there are foods that strengthen the brain, habits that protect the mind, and most incredible of all, a powerful natural remedy that has already shown potential to reverse Alzheimer's cases. If you just want a quick, superficial video, you can leave now. But if you really want to protect your mind, if you want to know which foods are worst for your brain, which foods are best for memory, and which habits can make all the difference, stay with me until the end. And more. At the end of the video, I'll share with you an amazing natural recipe, a true natural remedy developed by a health expert with numerous efficacy reports on the internet. This could be the information that saves your mind or the mind of someone you love. We spent days researching, analyzing serious and recent scientific studies, all to bring this content to you clearly and concisely in just a few minutes. Here you won't hear guesswork or vague information. What I'm about to give you is valuable knowledge based on science that can transform your mental health and ensure more years of quality life. But before we continue, I want you to make a commitment, not to me, but to yourself. If you're someone who, no matter what has happened in your life, loves to live, wants to continue enjoying special moments, and celebrating all the best life has to offer, then write here in the comments, "I am grateful for my life." This may seem simple, but neuroscience has already proven that when we write a phrase, our brain registers it as a goal and starts working to make it a reality. In other words, by writing this phrase, you are programming your mind to seek more health, well-being, and longevity. So show yourself that you are committed to your life, and write here in the comments, "I am grateful for my life." That said, let's begin this transformative lesson. The 10 early signs of dementia that you should never ignore. I don't want to take up your time, so let's get straight to the point. Here are the 10 early signs of dementia that the body gives, which often go unnoticed. Many people think it's just a part of aging, but the truth is, if identified early, these signs can be fought, slowing down, or even reversing the disease. Stay alert and see if you or someone you love exhibits any of these symptoms. 1. Frequent forgetfulness and recent memory loss. We all forget where we left our keys or someone's name from time to time, but in dementia, this becomes a constant and progressive issue. The first sign is difficulty remembering recent information, such as something that just happened or a conversation just had. The person may ask the same question multiple times, forget appointments, or even forget that they just ate. If nothing is done, this forgetfulness worsens, and the person starts losing more important memories, forgetting family members' names, and even significant events in their life. 2. Difficulty finding words and forming sentences. In the beginning, the person might just swap words or have trouble remembering the name of common objects. Phrases like, "pass me that thing over there," become frequent. Over time, communication difficulties increase, and the person may start pausing mid-sentence, forgetting what they were going to say, or even having trouble understanding what others say. 3. Disorientation in time and space. One of the most worrying signs is when the person starts getting lost in familiar places. They may forget the way home, confuse dates, and even not know what day or year it is. In the beginning, it might be subtle, like thinking a recent event happened a long time ago, or vice versa, but over time, it can reach the point where they don't recognize where they are or how they got there. 4. Difficulty making decisions and solving simple problems. Tasks that were once easy start to become challenges. Paying bills, following a recipe, or even calculating change at the supermarket can become complicated. At first, the person may just take longer to do these things, but over time, they may lose the ability to make basic daily decisions. 5. Mood and personality changes. Often, dementia begins to show through emotional changes. A previously calm person may become irritable, suspicious, or even depressed without apparent reason. Social isolation is also a common sign, as the person starts avoiding conversations and meetings for fear of embarrassing themselves by forgetting important things. 6. Loss of interest in activities that were once pleasurable. If someone used to love reading, cooking, or playing cards, and suddenly loses interest in these activities, it may be a warning sign. Apathy and lack of motivation are early signs of dementia and can be mistaken for depression, but the difference is that in dementia, this lack of interest comes with other signs such as forgetfulness and mental confusion. 7. Difficulty following conversations or keeping up with stories. Watching a movie or reading a book may become frustrating because the person forgets what just happened in the story and struggles to follow the plot. In conversations, they may ask for things to be repeated multiple times or get lost in the middle of a topic. 8. Difficulty performing routine tasks. Simple daily tasks like cooking, dressing, or even brushing teeth may start to become challenging. At first, the person may just forget a step in the process, such as adding salt to the food or forgetting to turn off the stove. But over time, they may completely lose the ability to perform these activities without help. 9. Vision problems and spatial perception. Dementia can affect the way a person sees the world around them. Initially, this may be noticed as difficulty judging distances, tripping over objects, or even having problems distinguishing colors and contrasts. Some people may have difficulty reading, driving, or even recognizing familiar faces. 10. Repetitive and obsessive behavior. Repeating the same questions multiple times, performing the same task repeatedly, or developing obsessive habits like organizing objects in a specific way can be signs of dementia. At first, it may just seem like a habit, but over time, this intensifies and can even cause anxiety and frustration. How to differentiate dementia from normal age-related forgetfulness. It's common for some small memory lapses to occur with aging, but the crucial difference is that in dementia, these memory lapses directly affect the person's quality of life and worsen over time. Additionally, dementia comes with other symptoms such as mood changes, reasoning difficulties, and disorientation. Keep watching, because now we'll get to the most important part. The first steps to reverse this situation and protect your brain from dementia before it's too late. The worst foods for the brain. The root of the problem no one talks about. This point is crucial. Nothing will help, absolutely nothing, if you continue consuming foods that destroy your brain. You can take all the supplements, exercise, meditate, follow all the possible recommendations. But if the main causes of the problem continue to be present in your diet, you won't get results. Think about it. Imagine you have a fish at home, living in a dirty aquarium, filled with accumulated dirt in the water. Over time, this fish gets sick. Worried, you take it to a specialist who provides the right treatment, gives the necessary medication, and the fish starts to improve. Now it's healthy again. So you take that fish and put it back in that same dirty aquarium. What do you think will happen? That's right, it gets sick again in no time. And do you know what's worse? Many people do this to their own bodies every day. They seek medications, treatments, and tips to strengthen the mind, but continue consuming the same toxins that are destroying their brains. If you truly want to protect your memory, avoid dementia, and even reverse early cognitive problems, you need to, above all, eliminate the real villains. And now I'm going to reveal which foods are the worst for your brain that you should avoid at all costs. The 5 worst foods for the brain that accelerate dementia. 1. Refined sugars and ultra-processed foods. Excessive sugar consumption is pure poison for the brain. Studies show it causes brain inflammation, reduces the production of essential neurotransmitters, and can lead to a condition called type 3 diabetes, a term used by scientists to describe the connection between insulin resistance in the brain and Alzheimer's. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine showed that even people without diabetes but with high blood sugar levels have a significantly higher risk of developing dementia. This is because excessive sugar causes glucose and insulin spikes, which over time damage brain cells, impairing memory and cognition. What to avoid? Soft drinks, sweets, white bread, stuffed cookies, ice cream, industrialized juices, and all ultra-processed foods rich in hidden sugar. 2. Refined vegetable oils and trans fats. Margarine, soybean oil, canola oil, corn oil. These oils are not healthy. They are highly inflammatory and rich in excess omega-6 fatty acids, which promote chronic brain inflammation. According to a study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, chronic inflammation is one of the main factors of cognitive decline and dementia progression. Excessive consumption of refined oils is directly linked to increased inflammation. What to avoid? Margarine, fried foods, fast food, packaged snacks, industrialized cookies, and any food that contains hydrogenated vegetable oil in the composition. 3. Artificial sweeteners, especially aspartame. Many people believe that substituting sugar with artificial sweeteners is a healthier option, but this is a dangerous mistake. Aspartame, one of the most commonly used sweeteners, can be toxic to the brain and has been linked to cognitive deficits, headaches, and even depressive symptoms. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that frequent aspartame consumption can interfere with neurotransmitter production, leading to memory and concentration difficulties. What to avoid? Diet sodas, sugar-free gum, light yogurt, sugar-free sweets, and any product containing aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin. 4. Gluten-rich foods for those with sensitivity. Gluten, found in wheat, can cause brain inflammation in some people, especially those who are unknowingly sensitive to gluten. A study published in the Journal of Neurology, Neurosurgery, and Psychiatry showed that inflammation caused by gluten can contribute to cognitive difficulties, brain fog, and even dementia-like symptoms in the long term. It's important to observe whether you feel mental fatigue, memory lapses, or difficulty concentrating after consuming gluten-rich foods. If this happens, it's worth testing a gluten-free diet for a few weeks and seeing the results. What to avoid? Bread, pasta, cakes, and any food made with refined wheat flour. 5. Excessive alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption literally shrinks the brain. Studies show that large quantities of alcohol damage the hippocampus, the brain area responsible for memory and learning. Research published in the British Medical Journal revealed that people who drink excessively have a 3 times higher risk of developing dementia compared to those who drink moderately or not at all. What to avoid? Excessive alcoholic beverages, especially distilled drinks like vodka, whiskey, and tequila. If you do drink, prefer red wine in small quantities, as it contains antioxidants that can even protect the brain. Now you know, if you continue consuming these foods, no amount of medication, teas, or supplements will help. You will continue to destroy your brain from the inside. But here's the good news. Just as there are foods that destroy the brain, there are foods that strengthen, regenerate, and even help reverse early cognitive problems. And that's what we're going to talk about now. The best foods in the world for the brain, the true fuels for your mind. Now we'll begin talking about the positive changes you should add to your routine. If we've talked about the villains up until now, it's time to introduce the heroes of brain health. These are the essential nutrients your brain needs to reverse the damage, recover memory, and strengthen itself. Our brain is an extremely demanding organ. It consumes about 20% of all the energy in our body and depends on specific nutrients to function well. Without these nutrients, it starts to fail, memory weakens, and cognitive diseases settle in. But the good news is that when we provide the right foods, we can protect neurons, stimulate brain regeneration, and even reverse early signs of dementia. Now, I will reveal the best foods in the world for your brain, explain why they are so powerful, and the best way to consume them to extract the maximum benefits. The 6 best foods to strengthen the brain and recover memory. 1. Saltwater fish rich in omega-3. Omega-3 is one of the most important nutrients for the brain, essential for communication between neurons and for the formation of cell membranes. Studies show that omega-3 deficiency is linked to cognitive decline, depression, and an increased risk of Alzheimer's. A study published in the journal Neurology revealed that people with high levels of DHA, a type of omega-3, had a 47% lower risk of developing dementia compared to those with low levels. But be careful. Not all fish are good sources of omega-3. Large fish, such as farmed salmon, tuna, and shark, accumulate heavy metals and toxins, like mercury and lead, which are extremely harmful to the brain. Fish from polluted rivers may also be contaminated with dangerous chemicals. What to consume? Prefer small saltwater fish like sardines, anchovies, and mackerel, which are rich in omega-3 and have very low contamination by heavy metals. Best way to consume: eat 2 to 3 servings per week, or use a high-quality omega-3 supplement, preferring those with high DHA concentration and free of heavy metals. 2. Free-range eggs. Eggs are true superfoods for the brain. They are rich in choline, an essential nutrient for the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter fundamental for memory and learning. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people who consume more choline in their diet perform better in memory tests and have a lower risk of developing Alzheimer's. What to consume? Prefer free-range or organic eggs, as they contain more nutrients than industrial farm eggs. Best way to consume: boiled, scrambled, or poached eggs, 1 to 2 eggs per day, without excessive oil or frying. 3. Turmeric. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound with powerful anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective effects. Research shows that curcumin can reduce beta-amyloid plaques, which are toxic deposits in the brain associated with Alzheimer's. A study published in the journal Annals of Indian Academy of Neurology revealed that turmeric improves memory and may even help in regenerating brain cells. Best way to consume: to enhance curcumin absorption, always consume turmeric with black pepper and a source of healthy fat, such as olive oil or coconut oil. Recommended quantity: 1 to 2 teaspoons per day added to juices, teas, or spices. There are also curcumin supplements, which are an excellent option for those who want a more concentrated dose. 4. Avocado. Avocado is one of the best sources of healthy fats, essential for communication between neurons and for maintaining the health of the nervous system. Additionally, it is rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects the brain from aging. A study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease showed that people with high levels of vitamin E in their bodies have a lower risk of cognitive decline. Best way to consume: eat half a small avocado per day, plain, in smoothies, or even as guacamole. 5. Walnuts and Brazil nuts. Walnuts are rich in vitamin E, antioxidants and essential fatty acids, which help reduce brain inflammation and improve cognitive function. A study from the University of California found that daily walnut consumption can improve memory, concentration, and slow brain aging. What to consume? Prefer walnuts, Brazil nuts, and almonds, but avoid overconsumption, as they are calorie-dense. Best way to consume: eat a small portion per day, about 5 walnuts or 2 Brazil nuts. 6. Green tea. Green tea contains L-theanine and polyphenols, compounds that improve concentration, reduce stress, and protect neurons from aging. A study published in Phytomedicine showed that L-theanine can improve memory and cognition in older adults, as well as reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. Best way to consume: drink 2 to 3 cups of green tea per day, preferably the natural tea rather than the processed ones. Now you have in your hands a list of the most powerful foods in the world to strengthen your brain, improve your memory, and protect your mind from dementia. But remember, the secret is consistency. It is of no use to consume these foods one day and forget about them the next. And now I want to reveal something that, in my view, is one of the key points of this entire lesson, something that can make all the difference in your brain health and quality of life. Coconut oil, the natural remedy that helped reverse Alzheimer's. Imagine slowly losing the person you love to a disease that traditional medicine says has no cure. That is exactly what happened to Dr. Mary Newport, a neonatal doctor from the United States, when her husband Steve Newport began developing early-onset Alzheimer's. Steve, once an active and intelligent man, began showing severe symptoms of the disease, forgetting important appointments, losing track of time, and even getting confused within his own house. As months passed, his condition worsened, and doctors told Mary that nothing more could be done. Desperate, she decided to seek alternatives outside conventional treatments and came across promising studies on the effects of coconut oil on the brain. The theory was simple but powerful. Coconut oil contains medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, which the brain can use as an alternative source of energy when there is glucose resistance, a common issue in Alzheimer's. With nothing to lose, Mary began giving Steve 2 tablespoons of coconut oil per day, and the results were astounding. In just a few weeks, he began regaining lucidity, remembering recent events, and even resuming activities he could no longer do on his own. Over time, his condition continued to improve, something that traditional medicine could not explain. Mary Newport was so impressed with her husband's recovery that she decided to publish a book about her experience titled Alzheimer's Disease: What If There Was a Cure?, in which she details how coconut oil can help regenerate the brain. And believe me, this story is not an isolated case. There are hundreds of reports and countless scientific studies proving the positive effects of coconut oil on brain health. And now I will show you why this natural oil can be one of the most powerful weapons against dementia. The benefits of coconut oil for the brain and memory. Coconut oil is not just a simple oil. It is a true natural remedy for the brain. Unlike refined vegetable oils, which are highly inflammatory and toxic, coconut oil contains medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, a special type of fat that the body quickly converts into energy, providing immediate fuel for neurons. Numerous studies suggest that this alternative energy source can help reverse early Alzheimer's symptoms and even protect against cognitive decline. A study published in Neurobiology of Aging demonstrated that the ketones produced by coconut oil can improve cognitive function in people with mild to moderate Alzheimer's. Another study, published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, showed that regular consumption of medium-chain triglycerides significantly improves memory and mental clarity in older adults. Furthermore, research indicates that coconut oil has anti-inflammatory effects on the brain, helping to reduce damage caused by oxidative stress, one of the major factors in brain aging. And for those who criticize coconut oil, saying it is bad for health, here is an undeniable fact. There are currently more than 900 scientific articles published about the benefits of coconut oil for human health. On Amazon.com, the world's largest online bookstore, there are more than 400 books dedicated exclusively to the benefits of coconut oil. In other words, those who criticize this oil simply haven't studied enough. Science has already shown its power, and now it's your turn to enjoy its benefits. The nutrients of coconut oil and how it strengthens the brain. In addition to medium-chain triglycerides, which are quickly converted into energy for neurons, coconut oil contains another powerful compound, monolaurin. Monolaurin is a natural antibacterial and antiviral, found in large amounts in coconut oil and also in human breast milk, which explains why breastfed babies have stronger immunity. In the brain, monolaurin combats inflammation, eliminates harmful microorganisms, and creates a healthier environment for neurons to function properly. How to consume coconut oil correctly to obtain its benefits. To fully enjoy the benefits of coconut oil, it is important to know how to consume it properly. Here are the best ways to consume it, and the recommended quantities: 2 tablespoons per day. This was the amount used by Dr. Mary Newport in the treatment of her husband, and also the dose recommended in studies to improve brain function. You can consume it pure or mix it into foods and drinks. Add to coffee or tea. A great way to consume coconut oil is to mix it into your morning coffee or tea. In addition to giving energy, it helps keep the brain active throughout the day. Use it for cooking. Unlike refined vegetable oils, which oxidize easily and become toxic when heated, coconut oil is resistant to high temperatures and can be used for cooking. Mix it in smoothies or shakes. Adding a tablespoon of coconut oil to an avocado smoothie or protein shake can increase nutrient absorption and provide energy for the brain. Avoid mixing with refined vegetable oils. If you still use soybean, canola, or corn oil, replace them completely with coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil. Coconut oil is not just an ordinary food. It is one of the best natural tools to strengthen the brain, improve memory, and even reverse Alzheimer's symptoms. Now, you are light years ahead of many people who have no idea about all this powerful knowledge. But there's more. There is another extremely important pillar that can further enhance your results and take your brain health to a new level. Powerful habits to strengthen the brain and ward off dementia. You already know which foods to avoid, which are the best foods for memory, discovered the great natural remedy that is coconut oil. And now it's time to talk about another fundamental pillar to protect your brain. The best habits to strengthen the mind and ward off diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. It's of no use to consume the right foods if your routine is full of harmful habits that overload the brain and speed up its aging. But the good news is that small changes in your daily life can make a huge difference in your mental health, and you can start implementing them right away. Here are some of the best habits to strengthen your brain and improve memory. Exercise regularly. Physical exercise is essential for the brain. Studies show that regular physical activity increases the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that promotes the growth and regeneration of neurons. It also improves circulation and oxygenation to the brain. Get enough sleep. Sleep is fundamental for memory consolidation and brain repair. During deep sleep, the brain cleans itself of toxins that accumulate throughout the day. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Avoid stress. Chronic stress is one of the biggest enemies of brain health. It increases inflammation, harms neurons, and impairs memory. Practice stress reduction techniques like mindfulness, yoga, or deep breathing. Challenge your brain. Keep your mind sharp by constantly learning new things. Reading books, solving puzzles, learning a new language, or playing a musical instrument are excellent ways to stimulate the brain and enhance memory. Hydrate properly. Dehydration negatively affects brain function and memory. Drink plenty of water throughout the day and avoid sugary drinks, which impair cognitive function. Limit alcohol consumption. Excessive alcohol consumption is toxic to the brain and increases the risk of dementia. Drink in moderation or avoid alcohol altogether if possible. By incorporating these habits into your daily life, you will not only strengthen your brain, but also significantly reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. Now let's take a deep breath and think about the life changes you're ready to make. You are on the right track, and with consistency, you will see incredible results. But let me ask you, would you like something even more effective? Something that can deliver fast, deep results that very few people know about? Imagine if, in addition to protecting your health, you could regain that vitality that seemed lost over time. Wrinkles, low energy, constant fatigue, all of this could be drastically reduced. And I'm not talking about miracles or empty promises, but about something that science and renowned doctors around the world have proven to be possible. As we age, our levels of human growth hormone, HGH, naturally decrease. This decline is one of the main causes of aging signs, such as wrinkles, loss of muscle mass, decreased energy, weight gain, memory problems, and even reduced sexual drive. But here's a secret that few people know. It's possible to stimulate your body to naturally produce more HGH. This is exactly what GenF20 Plus does. It was designed to help you turn back time, offering incredible benefits such as reduction of wrinkles and fine lines, firmer, more youthful-looking skin, increased physical endurance and daily energy, weight loss and reduction of body fat, improved memory, focus and mood, greater vitality to enjoy life, including in the intimate aspect, and even healthier, more vibrant-looking hair. The results aren't just promises. GenF20 Plus has been tested in clinical studies, and one of them showed a 28% increase in IGF-1 levels, the primary mediator of HGH, in just 12 weeks. And here's the best part. It's recommended by renowned doctors like Dr. Stephen Lamb, a well-known figure on television who says, "I would wholeheartedly recommend GenF20 Plus to anyone who wants to improve their overall health and regain vitality." In the past, HGH treatments were inaccessible to most people, costing up to $30,000 a year in injections. But GenF20 Plus has brought this technology to an affordable, safe, and natural level. And today, for you who follow our channel, I secured a special December promotional price. The cost is so affordable that it's less than a fast food meal. But pay attention, this offer is limited time only and valid while supplies last. And there's more. You can try GenF20 Plus risk-free. You get 67 days of guarantee. Either you feel the results and are amazed by the transformation, or we refund your investment, no questions asked. Don't miss this chance to change your life for the better. Click the link in the video description or in the pinned comment and take advantage of this special price before it's gone. It's not just about aging, it's about how you choose to live. Make that choice for yourself today. Conclusion: your brain is in your hands. Now that you've made it this far, you already know everything you need to protect your brain, strengthen your memory, and prevent diseases like dementia and Alzheimer's. You've learned the first signs of dementia and how to spot them in time, the worst foods that destroy the brain and should be avoided at all costs, the best foods in the world to strengthen your mind and improve your memory, the amazing power of coconut oil and how it can even reverse early symptoms of Alzheimer's, the most effective habits to keep your brain young and healthy for life, one of the best natural recipes to regenerate the brain and prevent cognitive decline. But now, the choice is yours. You can simply leave this video and continue with the same habits, or you can put this knowledge into practice and truly transform your mental health. So I want to hear from you. What did you think of this lesson? Was it useful to you? How would you rate this content from 0 to 10? Leave your answer in the comments, as this helps me understand if I'm bringing valuable information to you. Also, tell me which city you're watching this video from. This way, I can see how far this message is reaching and how many people are being impacted by this knowledge. And don't forget, the natural healing supplement Gen F 20 Plus is available at a special holiday promotional price, but these are the final days. The link is in the video description and in the pinned comment, so act fast to secure yours while it's still available. And before you go, I'll leave 2 valuable videos on the screen that will complement everything you've learned today. If you truly want to transform your health, make sure to watch these videos until the end. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you'll be notified every time a new lesson is posted. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you in the next video. A big hug, good health, and may God bless you.